Okay. Concept number 4. Landing before the landing. And what I'm specifically talking about is there are 2 landings in the 12-bar blues. There's the landing in measures, I believe, 7 and 8. And then, of course, there's the final landing when you basically at the top, which would be, I guess, bar 9. Actually would be bar 11 and 12. So the last 2 bars. So you got the landing before the landing. So it's like bar 7 and 8, and then bar 11 and 12. And let me explain to you that as we play the blues. Okay. So let's run the track. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, whoop. That's 4, 4, 2, right? Okay. All right, here it comes. Right? Here's the 5, right? And there's your landing. I'm going to mute the bass track. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do it again. Here's the 2-5. Here's the 2-5. Here's your landing before the landing. A lot of alternatives. Landing. Right, 12. This measure 12. Now we're back at the top. Okay. Here comes the 2-5. Here comes the landing before the landing. Ready? We're gonna do a little different turnaround. All right. All right. Pause the lid. All right, you follow what I'm saying? Let me stop the tape. Okay, so that was the landing before the landing. And I actually have the example showing. I don't know why I didn't show it. Boom. Okay, so let's do it again. Let me roll the tape again so that you kind of get an idea. Okay, there's this track, okay. Bum, bum, bum. Standard blues, right? Here comes the 2-5, right? To the 4. Here we go, 4 chord. 3, right? To 6, 2. Here's 7, bar 7 or 8, right? Here's the B flat. Wait, yeah. B flat 7, A7, right there. Oop, there we go. To this D sus, D7. All right, we'll go back around one more time. We're at the top. Right? 2-5. Whoops. We're gonna get ready. So watch that line. Here it comes. There's the G over B. I'm gonna do the G over B. To the A7. To the D. Yeah. Duh. And now we're gonna do the alternate, the one on the right. So we have some time to get to it, but what I'm saying is, see that G over? We're gonna hit the G over D, go to the E7, and then so on. Here we go. So we're gonna. All right, I'm gonna do a little walk up. You've heard this. Here comes the G over D. You've heard that. Back to the. Follow what I'm saying? All right. So what I'm saying is, what I mean by it's a landing, but it's like a premature landing, but it gives you that opportunity of, instead of just the normal one, you know, where you would go, you know, here's your 4, back to the 1, which is straight blues. You can offer an alternative. So that landing is, you know, a G over B, you know, and there's a lot of alternatives. You can do a stacked or a straight B minor 7, but it just, when you get into that, it starts to sound too jazzy and kind of loungy. But when you can play like a G2, meaning add 2, no 3, if that makes sense, call it a stacked, you know, over the. Kind of see on the piano, you know, right? There's the G over B to the B7. Because it just takes it outside, but it sounds hip because you got that B flat. Remember that? To the. Let me adjust my headphones. So again, we're taking it outside for a minute. You know. So again, I'll do that again. You know. You do. Landing before the landing. Landing, official landing, right? You know, we're landing. We've landed, and we're basically to come back around. You see what I'm saying? So, obviously, I'm giving you a different kind of 5 chord. I'm going 2-5 to the 1. Here's the 2. You know, A7. You know, a lot of jazz tunes are like that. Like if you're doing jazz, a jazzy version of the blues, where, you know, which is like a. They do a lot of 2-5 once. Right? Here's the landing. You follow the chord progression? Right? So that was the first one. The second one is where I use that diminished chord, which is, you know, that when you say you're going, I'm doing another blues version, kind of with a jazz kind of swing. With the 1. Here comes the 2-5. 4, right? Here comes the diminished. All right, here comes that landing before the landing, which is the G over D. So before that, I'm playing a C sharp diminished as a lead in. So I'm going 4 to. So it's I don't know what you call that. It suspends that feeling. Like you're not quite home yet. You haven't landed. That's what I mean by the landing before the landing. You know, this is the landing, the 5, the D. Okay, so hey, Rick is here from Chicago. Speaking of the blues, forgot about the time change. Yeah, so see, there's your landing before the landing. G over D, right? To the E7. I'm adding like a sharp 9, but it's really. Follow what I'm saying? So I went. Here comes. And then. You know, and so on and so on. You follow what I'm saying? So let me demonstrate that on the keyboard as we run the track. All right. So again, these are just adding flavors whenever you're playing those standard straight ahead blues in really any feel. Again, you know, blues is about picking your spots. It's like street smarts, man. You know, you gotta have that second sense, and you're not gonna really get it until you just have a lot of experience playing in, you know, clubs and wherever, concert halls. As you know, I always say, look at the bassist. If he's giving you a funny look, then you know you got to think about your approach. But if he's smiling the whole time and he's loving what you're doing, and you're the first person he talks to between sets, you're doing the right thing. Okay.